Hey everybody, it's Dr. Cara, and I am here with my top 4 daily tips for things that you should be doing every day to become an animal communicator. So if you're feeling stuck as an animal communicator, or like, you want to move forward, but you don't know what to do to make it happen, or, anything like that, where you've been practicing and you're feeling stuck, or you're just getting started and you don't know what to do, this will help you, because these are my top 4 tips that are going to just automatically boost your abilities. And I'm going to explain each one and why that is part of it. So um, I'm Dr. Cara Gubbins, Animal Communicator, host of the Animal Communicator and Healer Summit, and creator of How to Talk to Your Pet, the proven 4-step system that teaches anyone and everyone how to communicate intuitively with their pets or with any animal. Yes, it's that cool. And my mission is to really help every animal lover who wants to become an animal communicator, so you can enjoy a lifetime of meaningful two-way conversation with the animals that you care about the most, whether they're in your family or in your neighborhood, out in the wilderness, at a rescue, wherever they are, a sanctuary, or out in the wild. I want you to be able to connect with them, because that's the world that I want to live in, where everybody has this ability and we change the world by changing it one conversation at a time. Okay, so before I get too distracted, let's jump in here. 4 things to do every day. Just a little bit every day is going to have a really big cumulative effect. It's going to snowball. Number 1, meditate. Whatever you do, whatever kind of meditation you like, whether it's a walking meditation in nature, whether it's a sitting meditation, listening to music, or maybe it's like a mantra meditation where you repeat a mantra over and over again, or you listen to guided meditations. There's amazing ones out there. Whatever it is, maybe it's playing music, I don't know, whatever it is for you, but find time every day to meditate. What this does is it automatically grounds and centers you, and it is automatically putting you into that receptive, intuitive mindset that is so critical for being able to communicate intuitively with animals. So every time you meditate, just know that you're teaching your body, your mind, how to shift into intuitive mode, how to stay there, how to get yourself set up for this to happen. And the more you meditate, the more you're kind of training your brain where that place is and how more easily to get into it. So you're really creating kind of your new reality. And that can become your new normal, to be in that place of grounded, centered, clear, open, receptive, all that stuff that is so critical for intuitive communication with animals. So that's number 1, meditation. Number 2 is positive self-talk. You have to get used to giving yourself little pep talks, little encouragements, affirmations, however you want to think about them. But we are dealing with our minds, right? When we are using our minds for animal communication, we're dealing with that part of our mind that is open and receptive. And if it's receiving, oh, you'll never be able to do this. Oh, who do you think you are? Or why do you think this will work? Or see, told you it wouldn't work. All of those messages, we're all getting all of those messages sprinkled in there all the time, right? So what I want you to make an effort to do every day is to use some self-talk that's positive. So positive self-talk, like, good job. Hey, you showed up. You gave it a try. Good job. We'll get it again next time, right? So as if you're a coach. One of my favorite affirmations that I have all of my students do in my animal communication classes is super simple. And it's just, I am an animal communicator. I communicate with animals and animals communicate with me. Oh, doesn't that feel good? I am an animal communicator. I communicate with animals and animals communicate with me. So one of the really powerful things about this is it's switching your identity, which is a really powerful tool to create something new in your life. And I'll talk more about that in videos I have planned for the future, but it's really important that you begin to see yourself and talk to yourself as the animal communicator that you already are. You may be looking for more evidence of it, more experiences of it, but you are an animal communicator. You can do this. It's totally within your innate makeup to be able to do this. It's who you are. And so that is why it's one of my favorite affirmations, is because it's reinforcing what's already so, and it's getting us into a new identity, seeing ourselves as an animal communicator. And then once we do that, we start to do things that would animal communicators would do. Oh, I'm going to meditate every day. Oh, I'm going to just reach out to this animal that I see. There's a bird on the tree. I wonder if I ask it what it's doing, if I'll get anything back, right? We just start incorporating our animal communicatorness into our day. And that positive self-talk can really go a long way to get us over any mental blocks that are holding us back from doing this kind of work. Which brings me to number 3. Number 3 is self-forgiveness. So the third thing you should be doing every day at some point is when you catch yourself using negative self-talk. Oh, that was stupid. Oh my God, I can't believe you did that, right? Those kinds of words. Catch yourself and forgive yourself for that judgment that you made against yourself. So if I catch myself saying or thinking to myself, oh, that was stupid, I immediately go into, I forgive myself for judging myself as stupid. The truth is, I think I made a mistake there. Oops, everybody makes mistakes. It's okay. I can still move forward with what I'm doing, right? So we're catching all of those little slip ups and we're shifting them around because our judgments are the glue that holds these blocks in place inside of our consciousness. So when we start to notice those negative self-talk, the negative self-talk, we can start to clean it up one by one little phrase at a time, by using the self-forgiveness that just dissolves those patterns and it dissolves those blocks. And this has a cumulative effect on its own. And so you'll start having fewer and fewer examples or instances of negative self-talk, and you'll start just having neutral self-talk or even positive self-talk. Hopefully the positive, because you were working on that in tip number 2, right? So this is such an amazing transformational process. If you can just start forgiving yourself for the judgments that you make against yourself, you are going to open up to so much more of your true potential and realize it. And especially in the arena of animal communication, this is the number one thing that holds people back, is the judgments, the unconscious judgments they have about themselves, the negative self-talk that generates, and then the blocks, the stress, the fear, the freezing, right? The fight or flight or stress response. It holds us back. And so if you can just start to notice anytime you're saying anything negative to yourself, catch it, forgive yourself, and update that phrase with something positive, you're going to see progress happening so quickly. Okay, so those are the first 3. That brings us to number 4, which might seem kind of funny to be number 4, but it's something that we really overlook. And it's, again, I want these to be just the little things you do every day, day in, day out. And so number 4 is connect with an animal. Do it in whatever way is appropriate for you. So one day it might be reaching out to a pet who has passed and just being in that meditative state and just saying, hey, Fluffy, I miss you. I love you. Are you around? And then just watching to see what happens. It may be sitting with your rabbit and just having a quiet moment and feeling that sense of communion. It might be playing with your dogs. It might be riding your horse and getting into that really amazing meditative state where you're so joined that you become one. Whatever it is, just make an effort to do a little something to connect with an animal every single day. And if you do not have animals physically in your life, that's okay. You could watch a documentary, you could talk to a neighbor's pet, you could use animal oracle cards. There's so many ways you can do it. There's all kinds of online groups where you can practice animal communication. Just really find a way to reach out with your intuition, with your heart, with your intention to an animal and connect with that animal, whether it's for intuitive communication or not, doesn't really matter. It's more about just getting in the habit of having that connection happen. We're training our bodies and our brains all the time. And so the little things that we do day in, day out, those are the things that are going to add up, and they're going to automatically train our bodies for this work, for animal communication. Okay, so those are my tips. Do these 4 things every day and you will become an animal communicator, or you'll become a better animal communicator. Either way, it's a win for you. It's a win for the animals. It's a win for our planet. And I am cheering you on from the sidelines. Go run with this. Let me know how it goes. Put a note in the comments. And any questions you have, go ahead and put them there too, and I will try to respond as best I can. But if you start doing these 4 things every day, I think you will see some really noticeable changes in your life and just some subtle shifts that are going to make it more accessible, more possible for you to become the animal communicator that you want to be. Good luck, and let me know how it goes. Have a great day.